Hello fellow Guardians, BoltZilla Plays here, bringing you another Destiny video. It is Wednesday, July 6th, which means it is Arms Day. Let's see what Banshee has for us this week. First up, we have the Judith D. Hand Cannon. Tier 1 comes with Fast Draw IS, or Sure Shot IS, Surrounded, Final Round, Speed Reload, Armor Piercing Rounds, or Oiled Frame. Tier 2 has Quick Draw IS, or Steady Hand IS, Surrounded, Feeding Frenzy, Speed Reload, Armor Piercing Rounds, or Small Bore. And Tier 3 has Fast Draw IS, or Steady Hand IS, Hot Swap, Final Round, Speed Reload, Armor Piercing Rounds, or Reinforced Barrel. Nothing too amazing for rolls. If there would have been a stability buff on here of some sort, Tier 3 would have been the way to go with Final Round and Hot Swap. Could have been a really good gun. I'm leaning towards Tier 2 for this week. Surrounded, it's more of a PvE gun with Surrounded is more of a PvE perk. But Feeding Frenzy, so you get kill, helps you reload. You go Small Bore for stability and range. You lose reload. You should be gaining it back with Feeding Frenzy as long as you get a kill. And you lose magazine. I'm assuming it's only going to take you down to like 6. So it's already down to 7 to begin with. Then you can do Steady Hand IS if you want for even more stability. Otherwise, I would say hang on to it. Next up, we have the Demelia D Pulse Rifle. Tier 1 has SC Hollow, or LC Ranged, Last Resort, Full Auto, Snapshot, Fitted Stock, or Injection Mold. Tier 2 has SC Hollow, or LB Assault, Crowd Control, Counterbalance, High Caliber Rounds, Fitted Stock, or Oiled Frame. And Tier 3 has GA Post, or LC Ranged, Danger Close, Full Auto, Snapshot, Fitted Stock, or Oiled Frame. If you're going to get something this week, your best bet is Tier 2. Counterbalance is pretty much a must for this gun. You're going to want counterbalance and some stability. This would have been like a god roll pretty much if it had hand laid stock. But it doesn't. So you can run LB Assault, get a little bit more range out of it. Crowd Control will help with kills. You get bonus damage, which is always nice. Counterbalance is great for the recoil since the hotkey guns shoot diagonally. And then Fitted Stock, you get a little bit more stability out of it. It's either get this one or you wait for that god roll. But this is probably the best it'll be for the next couple weeks at least. Next up we have the Kikitis SR4 Scout Rifle. Tier 1 is Candle IS2, Torch HS2, or Impulse MS2, Triple Tap, Quick Draw, or Casket Mag, Grenadier, or Exhumed. Tier 2 has Spark IS6, Torch HS2, or Impulse MS2, Triple Tap, Quick Draw, or Hand Laid Stock, Grenadier, or Underdog. In Tier 3, you have the Candle IS2, Flash HS4, or the Impulse MS2. Icarus, Lightweight, or Casket Mag, Grenadier, or Eye of the Storm. Tier 2 is your best bet. It's got decent everything. So the scopes are really up to you. I'd probably say torch is your best bet. It's got better aim assist. You got triple tap, so it's leaning more towards a PvE build. So you can go with quick draw or hand laid stock for more stability, up that stability. You lose a little bit of range. I think you got grenadier, so it'd be your grenade, or you can go underdog. So if your health is low, you get better range and handling out of it. Next up, we have the Suros PDX 45 Pulse Rifle. Tier 1 has SLO 12, SPO 26, or SRO 37, fitted stock, or pen and mag, radial, speed reload, or rifled barrel. Tier 2 has SLO 12, SPO 26, or SPO 57, fitted stock, or feather mag, rangefinder, snapshot, or rifled barrel. Tier 3 has SLO 12, SPO 28, SPO 57, perfect balance, or pen and mag, unflinching, speed reload, or reinforced barrel. They're all pretty good. You can't really go wrong with any of them. They're all pretty much the same. This one gives you a little bit more of a boost with range, and that which might be helpful. I mean, you're up in the range. This, with the way rangefinder works, it makes it that your drop off happens farther back and everything. So this might be the better one for the long range encounters. Rodeo is just another stability perk, so it kind of makes the vertical recoil lessen, but the left to right recoil still occurs. And then unflinching, which in my experience feels like unflinching doesn't always work. It's here and there that it works. Sometimes I can tell it's working, other times it's as if I don't even have it. So that's kind of a toss-up. I'd probably lean towards the rangefinder one, just because it's helping keep your attack damage up at the longer ranges. Like I said, any of these. It really comes down to just personal preference on that one perk, which one you want. Because they're all going to give you good stability, good reload, and up the range. Last up, we have the Suros JLB-42 rocket launcher. Tier 1 has confined launch, smart drift control, or hard launch, single point sling, or speed reload, grenades and horseshoes, javelin, or quick draw. Tier 2 has warhead veneers, soft launch or hard launch, heavy payload, or flared magwell, who's next, perfect balance, or lightweight. Tier 3 confined launch, smart drift control, or hard launch, heavy payload, or flared magwell, feeding frenzy, perfect balance, or snapshot. So rockets, the way the rocket game goes, you're either looking for grenades and horseshoes perk for PvP or tracking for PvE, and since only one of them has it, that's the option I would say going with. So tier 1 would be your best bet. You got hard launch, which is great. This section's the one that's hurting on this one, so you can go single point sling or speed reload. I'd say single point sling. You got grenades and horseshoes, and then you got javelin for even more velocity. This had heavy payload here, god roll. Hard launch, heavy payload, grenades and horseshoes, javelin would be a god roll. So this is about as close to a god roll as you're gonna get without actually getting one. So it's up to you whether you want to sit on this and wait for that god roll, which may come next week, may come months from now, or go with this for your best option. Field test weapons for next week. We have the Amelon Test HC1 hand cannon, which you have to make precision shots with. We have the Suros TSP-10 pulse rifle, which is used against Hive. We have the Suros TSR-10 rocket launcher, which is used against high-ranking enemies, aka majors. We have the Hake Test A shotgun, which is used against Hive. And we have the Amelon Test RR1 sniper rifle, which is used in the Crucible. Okay, so we got two Hive ones. Siege of the Warmind mission. When you first get down into the bunker, all those enemies spew out before you get to the final room. Kill them all. Once they're all dead and all that's left is that major knight up top, just jump off the edge and restart. Rinse and repeat until you get both of them done. Precision shots can be used anywhere. So if you do this, we just Siege of the Warmind room, start with your pulse rifle, get those kills done, then switch over, and then work on your shotgun, and then when you're on ammo on that, you can start precision shotting them while you wait. High-ranking enemies, every patrol area, your easiest might be Cosmodrome if you can get them to spawn. The 3 Hive, the 2 Acolytes and the Knight that spawn right in to your left as you spawn into the patrol, and down in the tunnels there. If you can get them to spawn, that's your fastest and easiest bet. You get 3 right there right away. Otherwise, you can go, there's places all over the place where a normal major will continually spawn. It just takes a little bit longer for them because you gotta kill, it's just usually just a single one, and then you gotta wait for them to respawn. And then Sniper, just using Crucible if you want to. I usually just pass on the Crucible ones. The guns are just so weak that it's a pain to use. Foundry orders for next week. We have the Suros ARI-41 auto rifle. We have the Suros ARI-45 auto rifle. We have the Amelon Tuanella SR4 scout rifle. We have the Haka Herja D pulse rifle. And the Eirene RR4 sniper rifle. Definitely pick this one up. So it's a high impact sniper, and you can usually get pretty good perks on it. He hasn't sold it in a while, so I would probably recommend out this week. If you got the money, buy this on 2 different characters. That way if he comes with something decent next week, you can buy it, and then you can save the other one for that possible god roll. So like I said, it is a high impact sniper, so if you're not having luck with a 1,000-yard stare or any of the other high impact ones getting good rolls on those, this might be a chance. But be aware that this has like a third of the aim assist compared to those other highly sought after high impacts. The 1,000-yard stare, the longbow, the LDR. Auto rifles, with the right perks, they're good. None of them are like the bullet sponges. The 41, I believe, is like the Monte Carlo, so it's the second fastest tier of auto rifle out right now. And then the 45 is the slower firing one. So, I mean, if you get good rolls on them, they could be deadly, but they're not really huge in the meta right now. The scout rifle, usually you gotta get a really good roll on to have the rolls land just right for these. And otherwise they're so-so. And the Herja D pulse isn't too bad. It's one of those, I believe it's like the Nerwin's Mercy and everything, which isn't huge in the meta right now, so it's kind of a, if you get it, sit on thing. Unless you get a god roll, that might be very useful. So yeah, all these are up to you whether you're going to use them or not, but the sniper is the highlight of this week. So that was Banshee stock for Armsday on July 6th. Make sure to like, comment, share. Let me know your thoughts on what he brought this week. If you guys picked anything other than what I recommended and why. Always love to hear other people's opinions. If you got any other helpful tips on where to use field test weapons, or what you are personally looking forward to from the Foundry orders for next week. Also, make sure to check out my other videos at youtube.com/c/BoltZilla Plays, and you can check me out streaming from time to time over at twitch.tv/BoltZilla Plays. Till next time, Guardians, take it easy.